Good morning. Happy Friday. It's Jo here from the York Buddhist Centre. We're here just a few minutes before 7 o'clock, and today we're going to be doing loving kindness meditation, or the Metta Bhavana. So it's great to have you here with me today, for those people who are joining later on YouTube. And we're just going to wait a few minutes for the usual gang to gather at 7 o'clock. So do feel free to just get comfortable, and we'll be starting in a few minutes. So yeah, just get into a nice meditation posture this morning, whether it's sitting or lying down, kneeling, however you feel the most relaxed, and hopefully as you're not, as comfortable so that you're not going to immediately fall asleep again, because that wouldn't do on a Friday morning. Although you're allowed to do that if it's later on in the day. Okay, and I shall just get my stuff together a little bit. I'm going to try and get the chat on. Oh, working. There it is. Oh, lovely. So yeah, I can see Philippa's here, and Jenny and Lynn. Good morning to all of you. Great to be here. Good morning, Helen. I've had a week off this week, and I've kind of done the classic thing of packing it full of things. So I can hardly think straight, but I've kind of got so much that I wanted to say to you this morning. But I am looking forward to just being with you, I guess, and grounding myself this morning. I hope things have gone okay for you this week. Good morning, Stuart and Helen. Good morning. Good morning, Sarah and Philippa. We have the two Philippas here this morning. That's brilliant. That's kind of like in bingo when you get to, I don't know, legs 11 or something. It's nice to see you both here. Ah, Showbit. Good morning. Hope things are well with you. Hello, Helen. Oh, it's great to have everyone here, have the gang here. So we'll get started because it's 7 o'clock, and we'll let people join as they come along. Good morning, Graham. Good to see you. Yeah, so wondering how you're feeling this morning. Quite in touch with how I'm feeling because I've had a bit of time off, but you might be having a busier week than me. So yeah, just kind of start by checking in with yourself really just now. How are you feeling? How's your Vedana? That's a feeling tone in Buddhism. Might be positive, negative, or just neutral. Maybe you're just still waking up, you're still just kind of finding your way into the day. And however it is, that's absolutely fine. That's just where you're starting from. In the Metta Bhavana, which is one of the main meditation practices in Triratna Buddhism, along with mindfulness of breathing, The Metta Bhavana is about cultivating metta or friendliness. And in Buddhism, we acknowledge the power of negative emotions like anger, ill will, because these emotions are really quite strong. And I often think of them a bit like toxic waste. Sometimes we push them down, but they're still there under the surface, kind of affecting us, and reducing our ability to think with an open mind and an open heart. And I noticed this just yesterday, actually. I'd been in the Lake District for a couple of days with my sister, which was really lovely, really special to have that chance to be with my sister. I do love her very much. I'm close to my younger sister, Sarah. And so we were kind of just feeling pretty, the metta was strong, I was feeling grateful, I was feeling relaxed. And then she got a phone call while we were driving in the car. I was driving. She got a phone call from someone that I don't like. We've got history. And oh gosh, the rush of negative Vedana that hit me. And as she was chatting to this person, of course I was in the car, so I couldn't get away. I became more and more cross, really. There was ill will coming up, there was anger, bit of hate, all kinds of kind of negative Vedana. And it was really useful, actually, because I could find, almost see my emotional range kind of narrowing as I became focused on this person and thinking about things that they'd done that I didn't like, the relationship with my sister, which I didn't like, and feeling protective towards her, even though she doesn't have a problem with this person now. So it's kind of old news. It's old news. It's not that those feelings weren't helping me to make a decision. They weren't helping me help her, because she developed her relationship with this person to a level that she was happy with. And luckily, when she got off the phone, probably because we were relaxed and on holiday, I was able to kind of share with her, what I'd experienced. And we realised a few things, that I had, it would be good for me to step back and leave that relationship with her, and leave her to trust her to manage that. So I just thought I'd share that because it was a really extreme example of feeling very open and relaxed and curious about where we were going, a bit adventurous. There was all these kind of positive emotions, and then with one phone call from somebody that I've got a difficult relationship with, it changed within, a few seconds. And I do feel really good, actually, that we could air that one, but you can't always do that, can you? That was, my sister's good at talking about stuff, and I could do that with her, but you can't always. So in the Metta Bhavana, when we think about the difficult person, we're doing a similar thing with ourselves, aren't we? We're practicing wishing somebody well, thinking about somebody differently, somebody that we do hold some ill will against. And there is a view in Buddhism that a person that you find difficult is actually quite a treasure, because that gives you practice in dealing with negative emotions that are triggered within yourself. Because this happens routinely, doesn't it, for us as humans? It's part of being human. But there might be certain people in your life that as soon as you think about them, you're like, oh, that really annoys me when they phone up, or it really annoys me when they even send me a birthday card or do something pleasant towards me. And what I'm trying to work on is making those few people less of a thing. So my energy's not being spent on my feelings towards them, because they are just beings trying to get through in the best way that they can. So it might help you just now to after we've talked, just to think, right, who are you going to focus on today in the difficult person slot of the Metta Bhavana? Just make a little agreement with yourself who you're going to focus on. You know, not someone who's done you real horrible harm, but you know the kind of person I mean, somebody that just rubs you up the wrong way, gets your hackles up, and maybe there's a bit of a history to it. Can you start to let that go and live without that negativity? At the end of the day, it's only harming us, really, primarily harming us as we try and move through life, and we don't need that. Life will throw us enough obstacles as it is without generating them. So I hope that's useful to you, and we'll go into the meditation now. So just getting your posture. I'm going to blow this rather powerful candle out now. Be a bit kind to myself because it's such a beautiful light, but it's really, really strong scented. So just taking a deep breath and just arriving in the meditation this morning. Just noticing any busyness in your mind, and just letting thoughts arise and pass. Just letting things go while we do our meditation. As you breathe out, just letting the body settle. Just relax a little bit more. Feeling the pull of gravity on our bodies. Just allowing ourselves to give way to gravity. And the aim is just to be as relaxed and comfortable as possible in your body. Just do a little mental x-ray of your body, and if there's any areas of holding or tension, just using your breath to just let go of that a little bit more. You might find it useful to identify the points of contact that your body has with the floor or the stool, and just put your attention on that area where your body meets the ground or the stool. What does that bit feel like? Maybe a sense of tingling, numbness, temperature. Just letting that sensation help you arrive in the body. Coming out of your busy mind into the body, which is always here for us. Just allowing your breathing to find its own natural rhythm. And when thoughts crop up, just allowing them to arise and pass, arise and pass. You don't need to get hooked onto them. Just let them flow through as you sit and watch them. And in the first stage of the Metta Bhavana, we're going to direct a sense of loving kindness towards ourselves. Just as we sit here today, with all our conditioning, habits of mind, qualities that we respect about ourselves and others that we would like to change. Can you look at your whole self this morning with a kindly gaze? You're just a being trying to look for contentment and to get through life in a positive way. You've got a mind that hooks onto negative feelings sometimes. It remembers the things we've done wrong or things that people have done wrong to us. And our mind gets hooked on those things. And that's really not easy to live with. So can we support ourselves? Can we be our own best friend? And really be kind to ourselves? Maybe you can bring to mind one thing that you like about yourself. Maybe a time when you were kind to somebody or patient. You genuinely tried to do something good for someone else. Just rest your attention here for a bit. Just resist the mind wanting to pull you on to something you've done wrong. You might be noticing that. And just try and focus on the thing that you like about yourself or respect about yourself. And if nothing comes to mind, maybe the fact that you're here participating in this meditation, trying to change, trying to be a better version of yourself, trying to find contentment, which is a beautiful wish. Genuinely wishing yourself well this morning. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering. And now we're going to turn our meditation towards a friend, someone who's been good to you, maybe even this week. Maybe someone who's given you good advice or just been kind to you in a way that you appreciated. And just imagining this good friend here with you this morning, maybe meditating beside you. Bringing to mind their facial expression, maybe the way they talk or laugh. And just directing loving kindness and friendliness towards this person in our imagination. You may feel a warmth in your chest when you think about this person, or some positive feelings maybe on your face, maybe a little smile, maybe your heart centre just opening a little bit. because we have positive feelings towards this person. And yet when we think about it, we know that they are very much like us. They struggle, their mind gets hooked in different ways. Maybe there's something that's really important to them and they get a bit fixated on it. And sometimes it's going well, sometimes it's not going well. And they're just sent up and down with their feeling tone, their emotion. They're just like us. So can we direct some loving kindness towards this being in our imagination? Just imagining this in any way that works for you. Just genuinely wishing this person well and looking upon them in our imagination with a kindly gaze. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And just allowing our good friend to step backwards a little bit and inviting a neutral person into our meditation. Someone that you don't know. Someone that's around but you haven't developed a relationship with, you just don't know them very well. Could even be a stranger that you just pass on the street. Just bringing them to mind. Maybe the place that you tend to see them. Just imagining them for a minute in front of you. It's likely that you don't have many feelings about this person. That's fine. That's what we do as humans. We tend to invest feelings in people that we know well, we're close to, and the rest of the human race we just feel a little bit neutral about. But when we think about it, we realise this person's got an inner world just like us. Their life is so important to them. They have people and projects that they hold very close, and they suffer disappointment and setbacks and health problems, the effects of aging and the ups and downs of life. They do really suffer, as you do. So can we direct some friendliness towards this person in our imagination? Beaming some metta, some generosity and love towards this being. It's not easy to be a human being. So let's genuinely open our hearts to this neutral person this morning. Genuinely wish them well. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And just letting the neutral person go for a minute and turning our attention to someone who triggers difficult feelings for us. Maybe irritation or a stronger feeling like ill will, hatred, anger. We find this person very difficult to be in contact with. Just bringing that person into your mind. Can we practice sending a feeling of loving kindness towards this person that's difficult for us? Can we wish them well? They're just a person, just a being. All their conditioning and qualities from their past. They have ups and downs in life just as we do. Times when they think things are going well, and other times when it feels like it's setback after setback. This person will eventually get older, as we will, maybe experience health problems, difficulties. And of course, eventually, as we all will, they will die. We have many ups and downs along the way. Can we genuinely wish them well as they make their way through life? Just using the breath to strengthen yourself. Give yourself some compassion, because this is difficult for you. But you don't need to carry that anger, that ill will. Just let it drop. Let it pass away. This person's just a complex being. Let's direct some loving kindness their way. You could imagine this as a beam of kindness going from you to them. Or in any way that helps you. May you be well. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering. And in the final few minutes of the Metta Bhavana, I'm going to ask for you to bring all 4 people to mind. Maybe imagining you in a nice field or by a lake, somewhere in nature, with yourself, your good friend, the neutral person or the stranger, and the person that you feel difficult towards. Just imagining you maybe in a circle or meditating beside each other in nature. Can we direct metta and friendliness towards all 4 beings equally? And not forgetting ourselves, because we deserve just as much metta and loving kindness as anybody else. You might want to imagine all 4 of you with a light of loving kindness beaming towards you, helping you feel nourished and loved. May we all be well. May we all be happy. May we all be free from suffering. And if you're feeling a lot of positivity and friendliness in your heart center, in your chest, can you spread that out even further to all the people in this country? Be spreading it even wider to all the beings in the world, humans, animals, water creatures, insects. Just imagining your metta just spreading around the world. And just dwelling here for a moment. May we all be well. May we all be happy. May we all be free from suffering. And we're going to come out of our meditation now, just coming back to the present moment. Maybe moving your fingers and toes, opening your eyes. Just coming back into the room. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I'm really going to work on those few people in my life that I do hold historical ill will towards. And they're not people who've done big harm to me, but they're just people who've annoyed me or made me feel protective towards people that I love. And that's just stuck somehow, and no one's benefiting from that, especially not me. Anger is quite a toxic force. So I wish you all the best for today, and I hope you can let go of some of your anger or ill will towards some people in your life, and have a fantastic weekend. I'm due to jet off to Taraloka soon for a retreat for a week, so I won't be with you next Friday, but I'll be back the Friday afterwards, and hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye now. Bye. Lovely to see you all.